Hi everyone. So welcome back to the Salesforce live webinar. So this is a third day. Right now we are going to cover the Lightning Object Manager. In this session we are going to cover these all topics like how we can configure an object, like how we can make that particular object available for reports, for the search, and how we can track the field histories and all. So that we are going to cover. Apart from that, how we can create a custom field and what all standard fields are available, page layouts, record pages, button links and actions, how we can create and what all standard buttons are available, field sets, object limit, what all limits are there, record types based on the criteria, how we can manage the things. So that also we are going to cover and many more. So let's start with the demo. So let me go to the Salesforce. All right, so I'm in Salesforce now. So here we need to open the object manager. In order to do that, we need to click on this gear icon here, click on setup, and we will be able to see the object manager. All right, so okay, so from here what we can do is we can see for the standard and the custom object whatever we have created so far in the org. Also, if you want to create any object that we can create from here, or we can create multiple objects from spreadsheet, so that we can do from this option. Okay, now so let me first open the standard object. Okay, so this is an standard object. I just open. In left hand side we can see these options are available. Okay, and here we can see the details like what's the API name is very important here, because if you will do any customization over there, it's required to have the API name because it should be the unique one. Later we have the labels and other things, reports, activities, field history, and deployment state. Right now we can see it's there is no information in it, but because right now it's in a standard object. So let's try to create a custom object and see how it going to be look. So let me create one custom object from here. All right, so let me create here one customer. Okay, here we have this checkbox like starts with a vowel sound. So if you want to start from there, that also, if you want to give some description, that we can give from here. Apart from that, this is an important thing because this is an standard field which automatically created whenever we create an object. Okay, so here we need to give the name of that field, like should be the label. Basically name, field API name is going to be name only, but we can customize our label. Apart from that, we have two options: data type. So what data type you want to keep? Type as a text or a auto number. So basically this is also an important thing. Like if suppose we have created multiple records and we want to navigate over there, so this is the way. On click of that we can navigate to that record. So either we can keep text, or if you want to be auto number, like auto number and unique, so that we can select from here. Okay, so for now let me keep this one only. Allow reports. If we want to create any report with this object, in that case we can use this one. Allow activities. If you want to have activities, like activities is something like if we want to have the email option, we want to have some call a log options, task, and other things, in that case we can go ahead with this one. Next is track field history. Track field history is something like suppose I have an status field, and like I just created an record with the status of new, and someone changed to the status is in progress. Okay, so what I can do here is I will be able to see like who changed that particular field and what time they have changed, from which stage to that stage they have changed, so that we can track using this one. Allow chatter settings. If we want to provide the chatter options where they can communicate with the internal users, so that we can do through this one. If you want to allow the sharings, that we can. If you want to allow the bulk APIs, that also, streaming APIs, that also we can do. Here we have the deployment status. So this is also very important. Sometimes what happens is we try to create objects and by mistake we do the in development. So what happens is we'll try to deploy any where it will not allow us to use over there. So that can be a blocker for us, and we stuck like why it's happening, we have deploy everything, and also in that case this is an problem over there. So make sure always it's deployed only. After that, do we want to allow this for the, if we will search here, do we want to allow? So yeah, that we can select here. Do we want to add notes and attachment option? So that we can do through here. Like I want to attach some documents which I'm having, or I want to attach some notes, that I can do from here. Launch new custom tabs. So if because right now what happen is, right, I can open any object from here. So if we are creating a custom object, there is a possibility that we are going to use as a child object and we don't want to access directly. So we can uncheck this checkbox. But if we want to be available in this app launcher, in that case we have to select this one, so it will create a tab as well. Now let me save. All right, now here we have the tab configuration. So like what color we want to give to that particular tab, so that we can configure from here. All right, so here we can select this one. Next, so basically to which profiles we want to display this one. Right now it's object will going to be available for, this tab is going to be available for all the profile users. So if you want to available this object for a specific profile user, that we can do. Just we need to select this one, and after that we can give each profiles visibility. Next, here in which application we want to, because Salesforce is working on SaaS model, so we can create multiple application within a sales within a one org. Like I have a college, I have a restaurant, so both the application I can run in a single platform. So this is the way. So right now I'm going to available for keep this for all the profile and the apps. But to make sure when we are working for a customer, we should have a clarity from customer that for which application and for which profile they want to available or enable this particular tab. All right, so let me save this one. So now we can see this object being saved in the database, and we can see API name is customer underscore C. So basically whenever we create any custom object or a field, in that case it will automatically append underscore C. So this is the identifier basically. Okay. Custom is checkbox is true because we have created a custom. And here we can see the labels. After that, enable report checkbox is true, and whatever we have done over there. Okay. Now let me jump to the fields and relationship. Before that, let me search that object here, customer. So in the URL we can see customer. Okay, let me create a new record here. All right now we have only one field, so we can see this one. Okay, now we can see this one. This is a lightning page record layout, we can say. Okay, here we have related list. Here we have added the notes and attachments, so it's visible here. Okay, now let me go here. So right now we can see we have a 4 fields, right? 4 fields, that also we can see here. This is the field where we have entered owner. Who is the owner of this particular record? Owner sharing we can do in Salesforce. Like right now Neeraj created and we want to share with the Shubham, so that can be shared. Next thing is created by, who created this particular record, so that can be done from here. And that we can see basically that yeah, this particular record is created by this user. And if someone changed the value, that we can see from here that yeah, this particular user changed this one. So these 4 fields are out of the box available in Salesforce whenever we create a custom object. Also it's available with the standard objects. Okay, so all right, so now let's address like what all types fields we can create in Salesforce as per our request. Okay, so here we can see auto number. It's a unique and like auto generated number. Okay, formula field, this is an important or a very useful feature in Salesforce. So if you want to make some formulas and populate some values, so that we can do using formula. So for example, I have a date of birth and I want to capture, or I want to populate date, like what's the age, so that we can do through this one. Here we have one limitation, that we can't you know access the child records, parent and the self fields we will be able to do, but we won't be able to do the child records. Another one is roll up summary. Right now it's disable. Why it disable is, this is work with master detail relationship. Okay, here we have two type of relationship or three type of relationships. Okay, these two are the major which we generally use, and this is being used with the external systems. Okay, now what's the lookup and master? Both are like, if you want to make some parent and child relationship, in that case we go with this one. Okay, why we need because what happen is, for example, institute is there or a college is there, and they are having like a class of first year or a second year. Okay, and multiple students are doing a study over there. So in that case, that should be a identifier that this is the class, and inside that these many students works, or students do study. So that's the reason we can have the relationships. Okay, now major difference between these two is three. What first thing is, if we have created the lookup relationship, if we'll try to create a child record, it will not ask or restrict to have that parent, but in case of master it will ask to add the at least one record. Now second thing is, whenever we delete the parent record in case of lookup, child will be exist in system, but in case of master detail, if we'll delete the parent, child will automatically delete it. All right. Third very important thing is, with the master detail relationship, we can have the roll up summary. Okay. So basically here we got the, aggregate methods like sum, average, max, mean, that kind of functionalities we can do. Like for example, like account is there, and that particular account, how many opportunities are there, and what's the total amount that we want to get as aggregation without any writing any code or doing any effort, so that we can achieve through the roll up summary fields. Okay, next is checkbox. If you want to make something like active or inactive, that kind of functionality, so that we can cover from here. Next we have currency. So um, I'm going to capture some amount, like for the order, so that we can do from here. Date, if I want to capture that date of birth, that kind of information, so that we can do. Date and time, if I want, I went to one manufacturing company, I'm going to take the order. Okay, so I just want to capture the time also, what time I have captured, so that we can do. Or another example, we can have that a particular case come into the uh, in the Salesforce also. It's matter that what time it comes, right? If it's came at a 5 p.m., doesn't matter, it can be resolved next day. But if it came at 10 a.m. or 11 a.m., then it's a priority case, that it should be done within a day, right? Same day only, because we have an entire day. So that kind of things we can do. Email, if you want to store email. Geolocation, this is also a very important thing, which I can see that it's majorly important for the dealer kind of functionalities, like a dealer visited to the customer site, and what location he visited, he actually visited or not, that kind of information if you want to capture, so that we can, so it store the latitude and longitude, so from there we can calculate the distance also. Apart from that, number, if you want to store percentage, like what probability we have for a lead or anything, so that phone number is phone number. Pick list and multi pick list, this is also very important. So major difference is, pick list is something that we want to allow a customer to select the gender, like male, female, or some other things, so that come here, because it's allow us to select only one, because a person can't have two things at the same time. So if that kind of situation is there, then we'll go with the pick list. But if suppose we want to select the like regions, right? There is a multiple reasons, right, that he wants to select, or we can have an example of his skills, like he a particular developer know the HTML, CSS, Apex, Visual Force page, so multiple things they can know, so they can select multiple things. Text is just normal text, and text area major difference is text is also 155, text area also same, but the major difference is text area have the a big box where we can put the informations. Okay, next we have text area, long type of text area. If you want to capture more information from the customer, in that case we can go ahead with this one. Text area rich, this is also a advanced level of box where we can upload images and do some formatting and all, so that we can do from here. Text encryption, basically if you want to encrypt any field, in that case password we want to capture, so in that case we can go ahead with this one. Time, if we want to capture only time, URL website is the perfect example for this one. All right, so these all are fields available. So in order to cover these all points, let me create few fields here so we can cover that as well. So let me create few fields. um, so let me create subject. Here we need to give max is 255, we can give the less as well. Okay, here like this field should be visible on which profile user, so that we can capture from here. Okay, do we want to add in the page layout, so that we can do from here? Yes, I want to add. All right, let me add email. Okay, new, and let me create number of, or we can give quantity. Okay, if we can have like a max 18 number, and if you want to place the decimal, so that also we can do. For now I don't want, so let me keep 0 only. Okay, next let me create two more fields, like pick list. Okay, category. So in category let me have mobile, mobile, TV, SC. All right, let me create one more field, this one, subcategory. In subcategory let me give iPhone, MI, Realme, Nokia, LG, and other. Okay, let me keep this only. Okay, I think one more important thing is help text, where basically we can give some text, like uh, when we will get some eye icon next to the field, and over there if we'll hover, like how it's going to be, we want to provide some information to the customer, so that we can do through this one. All right, okay, so right now whatever fields we have created, it plays to the page layout also, right? Now let me go here, let me refresh. Okay, we can see all the fields being added here, right? Now so these are the fields basically. Okay, so that we can create from here. Now next we have deleted field. If suppose we have deleted any field from here, and we want to undelete, so that we can do from here. Field dependency, this is also a very important feature in Salesforce. Like, so for example, I have a multiple categories, like as I have created right now, TV, mobile, and the AC. So TV should be have the TV brands only, and mobile should have the mobile brands only, and that kind of combinations, so that we can do. Because right now if I'll go, what I will see is I'm able to see everything here. So right now these three options is there, and here I'm able to see everything, right? So so I want to restrict that. When I select the mobile, it should only display the iPhone, MI, and Realme, not other options. So that we can do through, right? So let me do here. Let me create a dependency on the category and subcategory. All right. So for the mobile, what I want to do is this one, this one, this one, and this one includes. And for this one, I want to keep this one, and for the others, this one. And let me save it. All right. So now let me go here. Let me open this one. So right now I can see this is disabled. So as soon as I will select the AC, for example, so I will be able to see only the AC categories, subcategories, right? TV will have TV options. Mobile will have mobile options, right? So this is the field dependency. Next we have set history tracking. So as I mentioned earlier, like if you want to capture like when this particular field being changed, who changed, so that things we can capture from here. Next we have page layout. So here we can see right now whatever fields we have added, it's coming next to, every field is coming in new line, and I want to realign them, so that I can do from here. All right, so let me keep this one here, then quantity should come here. Okay, so likewise I want to design, so that we can do. Next we have buttons. This works in classic. Basically we have two views in Salesforce: classic and lightning. Classic used to be used like earlier, but nowadays everyone is using lightning only, so we are covering that part only. Quick actions: if we have created any button, so that we can do from here. Mobiles and lightning: if you want to add in lightning plus mobile views, Salesforce one application, in that case we can do from here. Next we have expanded lookups. If we have the expanded lookups like created by, last modified by, that those fields we want to add, so that we can do. Related list. So right now we can see three related lists are there: open activities, activity history, and notes and attachments, so that we can see here. If you want to add any reports and also, that we can also do. Also same time, if you want to add the buttons, or we want to remove some fields, like, so that also we can do from here. Okay, so this is the page layout. And one more option, if you want to create the sections actually here, so that also we can do. So let me give like additional information. So here we can control, like, do we want to keep this for detail page or edit page, or we want to keep one column or two columns, so that those things we can do from here. So let me put this one here. Okay, let me see. So if I'll go here and let me refresh it. All right, we can see this is redesign. So this is the page layout. Next we have lightning record page. So lightning record page I will create cover later, once we'll cover everything actually, because this is a combination of everything actually. So but still let me open side by, because it take time to open. All right, next we have button links and actions. So right now we can see these all buttons are here, right? Edit, new case. So we can see these all are standard buttons. If you want to create any custom button, that we can do from New action is something that we have LWC, Aura components, or directly we want to create case, stars, or any other object record, so that we can do through here. Or if we want to, call any Visual Force page, or like we have JavaScript methods that we want to execute, so that we can do from here. Next, we have compact layout. Compact layout is something like right now we have only 5 to 6 fields, so right now we are able to see the information correctly. But suppose we have 100 fields and we want to see most important fields on the top of the here only, so we have a clear visibility, right? That yeah, this is the values like status, what amount is there, where is the close date, those information if you want to see immediately, so that we can add in the compact layout basically. So this is a highlighted panel, and in highlighted panel we can add the data. Right now we can see it only system default is there. For the custom there is nothing, but if you want to add any fields over there, so that we can do from here. So let me add custom compact layout, and we can add some fields. And after that we need to give the assignment, so let me give assignment. So here it is. If I'll go here, if I'll refresh the page, I will be able to see those fields on the top of page. See, so this is a compact layout. Okay. Field sets are something that we want to group some fields, and that we want to add or use in the customization side like Visual Force page or LWC Apex. In that case we'll go ahead with this one. Okay. Next we have object limits. So here we have these all limits, like how many lookup filter we can have. Lookup filter is something like suppose we are going to create a lookup and we want to only see the who whatever records are active, or whatever conditions, particular conditions are made, so that we can see here. Next we have validation rules. So basically in 100 validation rules we can create. Next we have workflow. We used to use earlier, like, but now it's not available, no longer. So like now we have to use the flows, so that we will see later. Approval process is something that we can say, if someone is trying to purchase an order and they want up to 5% of discount, they can directly get it. But if they want more than 5%, that should be some approval. So in that case we can go ahead with this one. Next we have custom fields. Right now in this org, because it's a developer org, we can create 500, but when we purchase the Salesforce for the customer, over there we have 800 fields. Also if you want to increase that we can increase by requesting Salesforce. Custom relationships, so basically it's a lookup, so 40 lookups we can create. Sharing rule is something that we can say that Neeraj has created some record. Immediately Neeraj create the record, it should share with the Mohit as well. So that kind of things we can do in Salesforce. Sharing rules criteria based. So for example, you know we have created we have some order, and in order if amount is more like 1 lakh rupees, then it should assign to this particular group or a particular user. So that kind of things we can achieve from here. Total active rules, so that is also here. Next we look up, so that we can do from here. All right. Record types record type is also very important. So basically what happen is, a particular object is created in system, but a customer wants to utilize for two works. Means, if for example a dealer logged in, okay, a customer is dealer, in that case he should be able to see a certain fields. But if some other user or a customer login, he should able to see different things, so that we can manage from here. So let me quickly create two record types here, so we can have an example. I want to available for all the fields. All right, next. All right, let me create user. I want to make active. I want to make this available for everyone. Next, save. All right, so now this is available and this is created. Now let me go to customers and click on new. Now we can see we have two options. As soon as we click, we can see these fields. If I'll click on other, I will see the same fields, but we can segregate these fields. How we can? So for that we need to create page layout. Okay, we need to define the page layouts. Okay, right now it's a only one page layout is there. Let me create new one. Okay, so let me create user, or yeah, user is fine. All right. Now for the user, what I want to do is I want to keep only category and subcategory and quantity, or quantity I will keep in that. um, Email I can capture. All right, now let me save. Let me go here, refresh it. All right, now let me click on dealer. Still I can see the same fields. Why? Because I haven't assigned them, right? So in order to do that, record types, page layout assignments, edit. First we need to select the page layout from here, like customer layout I want to assign uh, to dealer. Okay, and to, I think first we need to select, then this one, and this one I want to select user. Now let me save. All right, it takes some time. No. All right, so let me refresh it. New. Okay, dealer. So right now dealer can see all the fields. Okay, let me create here 1000 quantity I want to be available for users. So now let me create another one for the user. So here we can see only 4 fields, right? And we can select these things. Save. Right, so now we can see like difference, like so we can segregate our fields within a single object by creating the record types. All right, now we can see related lookup filters. As I mentioned earlier, if you want to filter our lookups data also, in that case we can go ahead with this one. Search layout. Search layout is something like right now here we have this record. Let me refresh it. Okay, so let me this one. Okay, and let me search for this one. See, right now I can see only the customer name which is listed, and I want to add some more fields here. So in that case we can go here, we can search for our profile. So right now my profile is system admin. I can go here, click on this, and I can add more fields as per my requirement and save. If I'll search again, see, I can see these all fields. So this is the use of search layout. List view buttons and actions. So right now these all buttons are available. If I'll navigate to the list view, this is a list view basically. Okay, where we can see all the records. either we can see all the records recently record, or we can create as per our requirement. Like I want to only see the 2-day records, or I want to only see the users record, I want to see only details, dealers record. So that we can do from here. Okay, if suppose I will go here. All right, right now we can see only three, this customer name is visible, but I want to add some more, fields to display, so that I can do from here, right? Similarly, if I want to create any new list view, that also we can create from here, that I want to only see the users record. And here we have the sharing. This is a, sharing and visibility is the power of Salesforce basically, which automatically by just checking or unchecking a checkbox or a radio button, or automatically share and unshare the things, like either it's a record or a list view. Only I can see. If I'll log in, I will only able to see. If I'll share with all, in that case whoever in this org, they will be able to see this list view. If I want to share with a set of users, that also I can do through here. Now let me, okay, here I can add the filters, like I think record type is equal to user. Right now I can see 3 records are visible. Now I can see only one, because for with one that record type I have only one record. Okay, so this is the one. Now, all right, restriction rule and scoping rule, these are the advanced version of Salesforce, we can say, where what we can do is, based on the a particular information on the record, we can restrict a record to enter in Salesforce, so that we can control from here. Triggers, if you want to make some customization, in that case we can utilize this one we will cover later. Flow triggers, basically if you want to make some automations, and from there we want to make some things running, like before insert or after insert, that kind of things, so that we can do from here. That is also we will cover later. Next, and the last, which is validation rule. This is an important thing. So before entering any information in the Salesforce, we want to make sure that whatever information comes, that should be filtered information. That suppose if someone trying to come into the system, then they should have the last name, they should have some email address, either they should have some phone number. So that kind of things if you want to make, so that we can do from here. Or even like, if this particular field is having active, in that case it should have an email address, so that kind of things we can maintain from here. So this is the validation basically. Okay, or like, let me show you one easy one. So what I should add is, if record type, if a subject is entered, in that case email will be required. Okay, so let me go here. Okay, these all our methods are available that we can utilize as per our need. If it's blank, if it's not blank, and email is blank, okay, in that case please enter an email. If you want to throw an error on the top of page, that we can select this one. Otherwise we can have below to the field as well. So let me save this one. Field email is not okay, because we have the custom field actually, so we have to add underscore underscore c. Now let me refresh. Okay, let me create this one, dealer. Let me try to save. So right now we can see this is required, but if suppose if I'll remove this one and I will try to save, see. So basically directly if you want to require that we can do through the field level, but if you want to make sure that some other values are entered, then it should be required, so that we can do through the validation rules. Okay, now the last one, which is record, lightning record layout. So this is the one. This is a highlighted panel. This is basically we can completely customize as per our requirement. Okay, and also one more important, for example, we have a multiple page layouts. When we work in customer org, we will face this issue. Okay, so if we have multiple page layout and we are not able to identify that this particular page layout is for this one, so that we can select this one, and here we can see, yeah, this customer layout is the okay layout for this particular record. Activities which I mentioned, like we can do send email, we can create task case or log a call, so that information we can do. Okay, and if you want to add more tabs, so that also we can do from here. Just click on this one and we will be able to add more tabs. Also one very critical or an important feature of Salesforce, which is dynamic forms. Okay, basically right now what we do is we just place the fields. We are not able to add any criteria like this particular field have some value, then only this should visible. So that kind of things if we want to do, so that we can do through the dynamic forms, so that we will cover separately. So this is the lightning page basically. So yeah, that's all for today. So thank you for joining. And tomorrow we are going to be covered majorly part of development. Definitely we'll cover a little bit admin, but we'll focus on the development side. Once again, thank you.